It's still not fixed. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Making It Up As We Go, where we do just that. Make it up as we go. Let me bring in my guys here. Let's see here. We got Dawn, who's busy standing.
Oh, hey guys.
And Paul, there's Paul.
Hi,
John
everyone.
was working while the intro stuff was going on.
Yeah,
Good deal.
had to
How's
sand my
everybody
wood
doing?
here.
Oh, so is that the new track that you're working on, or the new piece?
Yeah, completely new design. This is an inside-outside corner. And right now I'm putting a skim coat on it and then sand it down smooth and paint it.
Sweet. Very
Make
cool.
it look pretty.
Yeah. Very nice. What are you working on, Paul?
Nothing.
That's good to hear.
Well, I did put a potted plant in the planter box, so
Oh, that's
There you
good.
go.
that's something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we get to see pictures of that today?
Yes.
Yes, you do, matter of fact.
Awesome.
Hold on a second. Let me. There we go. We're going to be real high tech this evening. As you can tell, I'm on location down in South Carolina, so I'm working off of the iPad. So it is what it is. So here's my screen share of Paul's design there.
Literally.
Let's see. There's that. Look how nice that is. Paul,
That's-
you said this is 3 pickets. You said that.
yeah,
this
that's
was
3 cedar fence pickets.
Man, that turned out really good.
If you don't count the cost of pocket hole screws and nails and glue and all that, it's less than maybe $12, $10.
Wow.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, it turned out really good. So did you just make it for yourself, or did you make it for somebody, or what?
Nope, made it for ourselves, and I got it. Let me see if I think I might have a picture of it with flowers in it now.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Yeah, that turned out really nice.
thank you.
Did you get the idea from YouTube University?
I got the idea from a guy called Matthew Peach.
Yep.
And he has a YouTube channel, and he does really nice stuff. And
Yeah, I've seen a bunch
he
of
does
his
it on a
videos.
budget.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
here
Oh,
yeah.
Here we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Look at
There
that.
it is with some flowers in it.
Man, we are so high tech at this web show.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
It's showing it on the phone. That's all good.
Yep. That's high class stuff, man.
Yeah.
But just made it for ourselves, and boy, he makes some nice stuff. He's got a bunch of different types of planters, and I know Al built a storage unit that he's got it's an upright storage unit, and then it folds down and becomes a table with all the tools mounted on it.
Nice.
It came out really nice.
Very cool.
So yeah, he's got very nice plans, and I highly recommend his stuff.
Very sweet. Well, also, finally, we can talk about. I'll go back to here to solo. Wade Constance sent a whole bunch, or Custance. Sorry, I mispronounced it. Wade, sorry about that, buddy. Sent me in a bunch of pictures of the 3D printed planter stuff that he's been doing, and it was right when my account got locked up with Facebook. So we're just now getting to them. But here's one. Going back to look at this is now split screen.
Oh, is that cool?
I'm sharing it with the split screen now. So there's I think, Wade, correct me if I'm wrong, this is like a 4-inch pipe here, and then
That is.
you cut the holes in it, and it has like a tower in the middle. Let me see that here. There's another shot of it. So all the cups that are inside here, all these little guys here, the red and orange, are all the 3D printed parts. And he's got some good lettuce and stuff growing out of those. It looks really nice. That was really nicely done.
That's well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, the video didn't save on my phone, so I can't show the video that you sent me. But I can do that when I get back to the computer. But yeah, they turned out really nice. That's a really cool setup. And I saw a video of somebody making one of these towers the other day, and it was like, I guess Wade, if let me know if this is the way that you did it. But he had like a wine bottle or something, so he would cut a slot in the pipe, and then heat up the pipe and shove this bottle down into it to make the ports for all the plants to come out. It's pretty sweet. Oh, he says it spins on bearings. Oh wow,
Oh, that's sweet.
that's pretty awesome. Very cool. Yeah, you did a great job there, buddy. Hopefully, you're getting lots of plants from it too. Well, who's that guy? I don't know. A friend of my wife's was having a birthday, so I sent her that picture saying, "Ooh, whose birthday?" Being Mr. Funny Guy. So, but very cool. Did a great job on that. We've
I
been
3D
down
printed
here.
one of those 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty good. The only thing is, I like the idea of the 4-inch pipe. The 3D print will last. Actually, it's been 3 years because it lasted 2 years. But then after a while, it starts degrading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's just use
they
the
work
PLA,
really well.
was it? Is that just
Yeah.
PLA?
Let's see here. So the slots, he used a piece of 2-inch PVC cut on an angle. Okay, cool. But you learned today you shouldn't grow tomatoes and lettuce in the same hydroponic system. One or the other will suffer. I wonder why that is. Like, is that I don't know anything about growing.
Different nutrients.
Or maybe they take the same nutrients, maybe, and so one will grow better because it's eating up all the nutrients. I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. Very cool, sir. Sorry it took so long to get to those pictures. I have been working on the 3D model or the 3D RC car. I can show you guys a couple pieces that I've
Oh.
printed out. My printer's been going crazy. I actually brought it down here, so it's sitting there on the table on the counter. But
That's awesome.
check this thing out. This is that 3dsets.com. They I think it's a bunch of Czechoslovakian guys that do this, and they do these really detailed remote control cars that are like 1/8, 1/10 scale, somewhere in that neighborhood. And so I got one for my son that we're building, and it's the dune buggy. And so here's the cockpit, which is like basically part number one that you do. And look, it's so detailed. It has the pedals
The
in it.
pedals.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Now that entire piece was 3D printed at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have to have supports in it? Did you? or-
I did, but I found out afterwards I wasn't supposed to.
Huh.
So, but there is like a big knockout here for the battery. So, I mean, I think the supports probably helped out, but you didn't necessarily need to have them. They integrate supports into some of the parts that need them. So, but I've got a bunch of stuff here. Like here's the windshield frame. And it's got the mirror in it.
Oh, fun.
There's a roll bar. There's a bunch of parts in here, but there's like the first thing you're supposed to do is this calibration print, and to see if the bearings will fit. And if the bearings fit, then it's your printer's calibrated right, and the holes should all line up. So and then you use this later on to do something. I don't know what, but yeah.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, at some point here. But all the pieces fit together really nicely. And here's that cockpit part, and then there's this is the back of the cockpit, and I mean everything lines up really nice and tight, and then you end up screwing them all together. So there's a screw hole right there. That one's for what's that one? That one's I think that's for the roll bar up here, but down here, the back of that back piece will screw to the center of the cockpit piece and all that, and overall it lines up really nice. But it's got seats in it, and the gear shifter and the speedometer, and I mean, it's pretty detailed. I think that on their site you can even like do people to ride in the car, But they make all kinds of ones. They make like let me get back here. They make different ones for like the old Land Cruisers, and they make a like a Baja Beetle and Jeeps and stuff like that. It's pretty. These guys take their time on design. It's not a a 5 minute. I'm gonna 3D scan something and throw it up there. These guys really have taken their time on building this stuff.
What was the site again?
It's 3dsets.com. Yeah, so it. I had my son pick out the color of the body itself, and the body's going to take a while. But it should be pretty cool. It's like he picked out this kind of like iridescent blue color, and so it should be pretty sweet once it's all done. But I'll keep everybody updated on our progress. I was hoping just to get some of the stuff put together this week while we're down here, and then keep on going. So pretty fun.
As a graybeard, I'm going to have to say we have come so far from the times that we had RCs to now. I mean, we literally can print our own bodies in our own cars. It is so cool.
That's what led me down that path was because I have my original car that I had, like my original real remote control car, not just the junky one from the store, but the one that you built and all that. My Tamiya Boomerang, and but the body's garbage. Well, the body's gone at this point, and the chassis cracked and stuff like that. So I was looking at how I could, like, if anybody out there 3D. You can find anything 3D printed. So I was like, I wonder if anybody makes a new chassis for it or anything. I didn't find a chassis for the Boomerang, but I did find like a bumper and some other parts that you can do for it, but not the chassis itself. But then there's I found these and I was like, oh, this is cool. We're going to try to make this work, and if after we make my son's, then maybe I'll try to modify the model or something to make it work on one of my old cars, and it'd be pretty sweet.
I might want to print one extra windshield.
Yeah.
Have you seen the planes? Like
I tried to get into planes when I was a kid, and so my friend, his name was Mike Rogers. He got a plane or he got a glider and was putting it together. So I then got like the Piper Cub kit, and I was in the middle of putting it together and doing it. And he finished his before mine, and we took it outside and he's like, "Let's fly it, let's go." So he threw it, or I threw it for him, and it went up and flew around for about 20 seconds, and then just nosedived right into the ground.
That'd be my fear.
Well, and as soon as that happened, I was like, I'm not going to finish mine. We automatically know what's going to happen to it, so I'm not doing it anymore. So I never finished my plane. But,
yeah, I've flown quite a few RC planes. I fly Mode 1, which is backwards from what's normal, I guess, nowadays.
Okay.
My thing is, it's a 50-50 chance. If you take your plane and you take off the ground, it's a 50-50 chance you're going to get it back in one piece. And then I think about these 3D models, and they're so beautiful. It's like, I'd hate to wipe out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but with the 3D printed model though, you could just
Yeah.
reprint it out
Print
and
another
go.
one. True.
Yeah,
True.
and that's what they say about the 3D sets ones is like, don't be worried about it if you smash something because you could just reprint it out and go.
Yeah.
And
That
it's
is
not
very
like
true.
you're going to the store and spending $100 on a new A-arm or something. You're spending 3 cents on it. And
Yeah.
really, what really made me pull the trigger on them was that the bodies, like looking for a new body for my Boomerang or for my Blackfoot because I have the Blackfoot too, which is the monster pickup truck. And I was looking at the bodies, and the bodies were $40, $50, $60.
They're not cheap.
And yeah, and I was like, well, the files to print this thing out was $30. It's like, okay,
I got.
that makes more sense.
I don't know if you can see it, but right there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That
It's
body
like-
was 40.
yeah, it gets crazy,
Yeah.
absolutely nuts. So we'll be able to, if we smash something up, just print a new one out.
Yeah.
Well, and with it being 3D printed, it's stout. It's not just a single layer of stuff. So it should be pretty sweet. I can't wait until we get more of it done.
Yeah, you guys are going to have a blast together.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see it go. It'll be pretty fun. They have checking out that site is pretty cool. Everybody should go check it out if you've ever had a remote control car, just to see the stuff that you can make, with their files and all that. It's pretty cool. So,
Another link in.
oh yeah, there you go. Speaking of the links and all that, here I'm going to throw this up here real quick. The just going back from last week when we had Bethany Archer on, her sale ends tomorrow. So if anybody wants to get that full bundle of all of her stuff, it's over 1,000 SVGs and all that. You better jump on it by tomorrow or by the end of tomorrow. And
Well, if not, you can still get the singles at a good deal.
yeah, if you get the singles, use the code Final Sale, and it'll be 50% off. So I know Dave did got the Independence Day one on and did that on Laser Distractions on Wednesday, and that the painted version of it turned out really nice. I don't know if he's
that turned out great.
Yeah, did he post that yet? I think he did, right?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned out really nice, and yeah, I think you can really do. If you ever want to sell anything, I mean, it'll pay for itself really quick. But hashtag not sponsored. Just think it's a good. Yeah,
She's an awesome person. She deserves it.
yeah, I definitely enjoy it.
It helps her out. Yeah.
And I need to make sure that I stay in touch with her so I can get some snickerdoodles.
Jerry Brown said that CFPLA Plus makes
Yeah,
some seriously strong parts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the carbon fiber ones. Oh, it's crazy.
Now-
Oh, there's Mr. Cody. Hey.
I wonder if you have to paint, or I wonder if you can print that on any printer, or do you have to have a printer that gets specially hot, or
The carbon fiber, I think you do. I think you have to have like a better nozzle. Or something.
okay,
I don't know. I only just print regular PLA, so
that's all I ever use.
yeah.
'Cause I'm
Yeah,
cheap.
Jerry's definitely all over 3D printing this year. Oof. Man.
Yeah,
But
I'm pretty.
even just PLA Plus is 5 times stronger than
Yeah.
regular PLA.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See, I'm pretty bad. I have a printer right next to me. It's actually printing feet for the modules, and then
Sweet.
FDM printers. I have three more downstairs, and then I have 3 resin printers, and then I have a pile with I guess it's the graveyard. But
Yeah,
actually, I have 4 FDM printers. I forgot my original one. I still have that one.
awesome.
But yeah, it's addicting.
Oh yeah, I mean when you have for me, when I have stuff to print, like stuff like the car, because I know I'm definitely gonna finish this one for my son, and then I'm definitely going to be doing at least one more for myself, and all that. So it definitely is a good time.
The fun part is you actually took it with you on vacation.
Yeah, I brought it down with me, and well, I wanted to keep on printing stuff. So I've the problem I'm having, I think, is with the glue sticks, and because it's not sticking as well, so I've had to slow it down a lot, which is gonna make it even take longer to print everything out. But if we have
We'll
most
talk
of the
after
stuff
the
printed
show.
out, yeah,
I use hairspray on mine.
yeah. It didn't work well for this glass
Didn't it?
that I have. The glue stick that I was using before worked really well, but for some reason this one's a little bit different. I don't know. It was both Elmer's purple glue stick, so but this glue stick's a darker purple than the other one, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it or.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. That's what I use.
I
Aquanet.
There was a lady I used to work with. I used to work at a bank and like doing credit card servicing and stuff like that. And there was this lady. I swear she used three. She had 3 cans of it in her purse at all times, and her hair was massive. I mean, it was. You just look at it, and go. I wonder if anything can penetrate that.
Like
I mean,
Marge Simpson hair, huh?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was something. You know. Let's see here. Here we'll address this real quick here. So Ray, Dave's taking a break for a while, and so I figured that while he's taking a break, we'd jump in and keep the train rolling. So for the moment, yeah, we're kind of the new Dave show until Dave comes back. Whenever he comes back, then we'll stop doing this one. So
And we'll be a bunch of has-beens.
yeah, well we'll just show back up on his show. So
Professor Dave.
yeah.
Hey, I'm not the only one that noticed. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had to get the ears lowered this week. It's my weight loss program. It's the only way that I can lose 5 pounds. get it
Take
all
off
cut
the
off.
hair.
Yeah. So, when you got to weigh in, it's like haircut time. If I had to, I mean, I could have gone an extra pound.
I know mine's getting a little long.
There you go. Very good.
It's like turning on the light bulb.
Let's see here. Go to some of these other questions here. Ray is saying, have I looked into the new iron batteries? I'm guessing that you're talking about for solar stuff. There's a bunch of different ones out there. So, I mean, I've kind of glanced at some of it, but not really. What most everybody's going to now for like storage systems and all that is the lithium, the LiPo.
Kind of like
I guess
Tesla wall.
I guess that's the lithium iron phosphate. So I don't know if that's the one that you're talking about or what. But yeah, the LiPo 4, they explode a lot less. So that's hopefully that's what you're referencing there. Let's see here. Ooh, Wade got a load of pine delivered and gonna try to cut a coaster out.
Coasters.
And that is that the laminate flooring? Ooh, that'd be interesting. Very cool. And then working on a V-carve, and I guess the only way to cut deeper is to manually make the outside line further away from the inside line. Well, I mean, I guess that one really depends, Wade. It depends on what your goal is, what the design is, and such like that. Because if you're, you need to keep the line width very narrow, then you'd want to go to a sharper, V cut, a V bit. So if you're using a 90, you'd want to go to a 60. If you were using a 60, you might want to go to a 30. Something sharper to get down deeper if that's what you wanted to do. So it's all going to depend on what you're looking at there, pal. Let's see here. Let's see.
I just remember shallow, wider, deeper, thinner.
Yep. Oh yeah. Let's see here. This is. For he's talking about 4Solar. I'll check it out. New tech is 10% the dollars. Oh, okay, we'll check it out. There's some really cool batteries that I've used over the years. I had this one battery system that I installed. It was really neat. Unfortunately, the company went under, and then because they didn't go under because they were bad. They went under because they were trying to grow and couldn't grow fast enough. They were in the middle of building another manufacturing plant and just ran out of money. But it was really cool though, because the batteries themselves, they were about like a foot by a foot square, and then about 3 feet tall.
Oh, interesting.
But the insides, the really cool thing is that it was 100% recyclable. You could drain the fluid out of them and just put it out into your recycle bin. It was like rated to do that. Inside the batteries was charcoal and cotton. They were really sweet, but it was pretty. But they unfortunately went under. Somebody bought them afterwards, but I haven't seen them back on the market since then. Oh well. I think we're going to see some really cool battery tech coming out in the next 10 years.
I like to know what Elon was working on a new battery.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be more efficient and safer.
Yeah, he's always saying something. That's like me saying I'm going to fix the intro. It's not going to happen.
Well, the one thing he's got it in the works.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not my favorite person, but that's all right. That's all right. Let's see here.
I love his starships. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. The rockets and all that are pretty sweet. There's some interesting. He's got good people working for him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Here's something for Jerry says for Wade. Tell it to have a start depth of 0.01 and then work up from there. So see if that helps you out there, buddy. Let's see here.
Oh, I like
came over. Oh yeah, Rob. Whoop.
There you go.
Rob came over.
We get all we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff. That will definitely help us out. And maybe here in a few weeks, I'll give you guys the secret. Nobody's heard this yet. Nobody. Not these two guys. Nobody. It's quite possible in a few weeks we have a nice size giveaway going on. So make sure you're keeping an eye out. So good times. Good times. Let's see here. Let me pop this thing off. Where am I at here? There we go. Oh, and just as a reminder here too, there is 145 days until the Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. So you're down to 145 days.
You're messing with my mind by doing that, because I do think about that. I shouldn't, but I do. And how many days is it now? Because it was 100 and something the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to come up quick. And then before you know it, we're going to be saying, hey, it starts tomorrow. So make sure
that your project in is tomorrow, and I haven't even turned on my CNC yet.
Hey, and you know what you can do to get a heads up on that? You can go over to boardandbattendesign.com, get yourself a 50% off SVG.
There you go.
Before you can anymore, and then you've already got it covered.
Yep.
Get yourself.
And then after that, we have Maker's Rock.
Yep. Only 300 days until that one starts.
Boy, the pressure. I'm an old man. I don't know if I can take this pressure.
I've only got 300 days to finish the one from this year. It's still sitting on my desk.
That was the negative days.
Yeah,
It's all right. Things happen.
it's just been frustrating on that one, but I'm still committed to that. So we're going to get there one of these days.
I like what Jerry said is, Ryan, let's not talk about next year's album if last year's never happened.
Well, wait a minute. I brought that one up. So
Yeah, well, Ray says it's 145 days till the Ryan Christmas giveaway. Good job. Good job.
yeah.
You know, let's see here. Oh, well, since I know our buddies out there, thank you, Cody.
Yes. Thank you.
You don't get anything for putting it in the comments, but you definitely should. You should definitely put it out there.
And if you're looking for a bit, Ryan, take it away.
Oh yeah, you should definitely go to Cadence Manufacturing Design CadenceMFGDesign.com. Get yourself some Ginny bits because they are the best bits that are out there.
They're nice.
You just know it.
Very nice.
I mean, we even had a laser guy do a project for his bits. So there you go. Oh, do you want to poke your head in? Oh, we have special guests coming in here. There's RJ. Yeah. You want to talk about your car?
I don't know.
Pick out your favorite part that we've printed out so far. The biggest one. Yeah.
Yes, the biggest.
Yeah. The biggest part's your favorite. Yeah. Very good. So.
Awesome.
That's the battery cover. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Now, when you and your dad go out and you go running those, who's going to win?
who's going to win in a race if we have two of those?
Me.
You're going to drive better?
There you go.
Now, don't put it in there because we don't want it to get stuck.
Okay.
So we gotta wait. Good stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. We need to put that more in Cody's ear. We need the deeper bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and let's see here, John. I know John got that the board and batten.
Hi, John.
Yeah. Oh, see, John, you got a special hello from RJ. He got the board and batten design bundle, so that was really
Awesome.
cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're out here at the old Surfside Beach and having a good old time. Been getting some good inspiration for some parts and stuff like that and projects to make. I don't know. Paul's always getting inspiration from his chair.
That's right. I think I need to put some 3-in-1 oil on it because it's starting to squeak a little bit.
Yeah, if you notice, I'm not squeaking anymore.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
I don't know what's even going on.
So, very cool. Well, what else we got going on? Anything else going on this week? Did you guys see any videos or anything you wanted to talk about?
Well, I've been working on making instructions. That's not easy.
Yeah, I bet you that.
On how to
I was going to
assemble,
ask
yeah.
you about that. I would think that making nice, clear, concise instructions for that is probably the worst part of a product about making a product.
It's a challenge, but the cool thing with the technology we have today, especially CAD, I can put it all into CAD and then break it apart and then just like take a snapshot of each piece as I put it together. So that helps out immensely and it makes it look a lot better than my very first ones I was doing with the camera. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it works out.
Yes, it does.
They're going to start. I was talking to actually somebody here at the local dog park yesterday about your stuff, and I was giving them the website and everything to go check out because he was talking. He was an interesting dude. It turns out he's worked in Hagerstown and done stuff because Hagerstown, Maryland, is a big They call it Hub City because there was like
Big
5
railroad.
of the major train railroads met right there in Hagerstown, and there was like some engine that he was working on in Hagerstown at some point a long time ago, and then he was talking about like a Z scale
What?
trains,
Itty
which is
bitty.
yeah, the little itty bitty
Yeah,
ones.
those
And
are cool.
yeah, I guess he's got a Swiss buddy that's trying to get him into those, and he was like, I don't know, it's $300 for a train this big.
Well, see, Ryan, with you, I think the smallest, I wouldn't go any smaller with N because of those fingers, like when you
Yeah.
accidentally push button. Yeah.
That's yeah. Well, you can't get me into trains. It's like the whole the trailer camper thing.
Mhm.
Dave's been wanting me to start building a camper, and I'm like, nah. I got a big one right outside, so I don't need one.
Yeah, but you have that beautiful big building in the corner. You can build this really nice.
You haven't seen the inside of the building recently. There's no corners right now available.
You could almost turn it into an assembly line and
Yeah.
move it down in different stages.
It would have to move down by millimeters. There's everything is such a mess in there right now. My whole thought process for the building has gone completely out the window because I was like, oh, we're going to get the whole inside done before I start moving stuff in, and that went up the creek. Yeah, it was just gone, and now it's really up the creek. I mean, there's stuff everywhere in there that I need to get organized now, but we'll get there eventually, someday, maybe. Nah, probably by the time I move. Yeah.
Time to clean.
Yeah. I'm telling you, just get a dumpster, throw it in there. Just be done with it. But
Wow, that's a big building. You got a lot of stuff in there then.
yeah. Well, I mean, the Christmas lights by themselves take up more than a quarter of it,
Yeah.
and there's more coming. And that's, I mean, there's not. I need to get in, buy more bins and stuff like that for all the customers that we had this year. So it's, I mean, just in that
That's a good
business,
thing,
it's-
though.
It is. I'm not complaining about that at all because at least there's something making money in that building, and not just costing money. So, but yeah, I have some solar stuff in there too, and I've got the one. Oh, I have the one golf cart blown apart, and then a couple other golf carts just taking up some space. So, so right now there's really no room in that thing, but we need to get it organized and all that. And my real dune buggy is actually in there too. So the body,
Wow.
I have it on top of one of the racks, which is I can't wait to start that thing. That thing's going to be fun. I've had that body for almost 15 years waiting. So, but oh well, it'll be all right.
Now,
We'll
is
make
the
it.
little electric car still parked in its own little spot?
It's still in the basement, yeah. I did get the rear end and stuff back from the guy
cool.
that had redoing the rear end for me. But it's in an unfortunate, sorry state, and so I need to clean up I need a parts washer so I can just really get all the junk cleaned out of it before I reassemble it. But as soon as I reassemble it, the car's pretty much done. So it shouldn't be too bad once I get on there and get that going. Hey, Tim's got a question. Yeah, do those 3D printers stink when you use them? I don't think so.
No. The resin will have an odor, but FDM,
Yeah.
they do. I don't know if they still do it, but they made a coffee filament. So as you heat it up, it gives it a slight aroma of coffee.
Oh, that's interesting.
With burnt plastic.
Well,
No.
there's other filaments too, like the wood filaments and all that. And
Yeah.
I would think
Yeah.
that would you get some kind of a wood smell out of those a little bit as you're printing or what have you.
I've done those not as much as the coffee, but yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that ABS smells pretty good when you do that, but I don't do any of the ABS printing.
And it's still not all that bad.
Yeah, my little Ender 3 isn't built for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Jerry's got built for that.
Out of all of them, I think it's the resin that really has the strongest odor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I've heard too. Is that the resin
Yeah.
gets pretty dank in there.
Yep.
Oh, see, Jerry, I need to. I tried to tell my wife when we were building the building, I needed to be bigger. She didn't want it bigger than the house, but it should have been bigger than the house because then we would have more room for the Christmas lights. I did get something really cool in though recently for the Christmas lights. This big giant tree that we light, we put like I don't know 5,000 lights on it or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that, somewhere in that neighborhood. I mean, it's a lot, and they wanted a star to go on top. So I have this 4-foot diameter star that we're going to be putting on top of this 45-foot tall tree. So it'll look pretty sweet this year.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's going to look really good. Let's see here. Jerry's saying the resin does regular ones. Do not unless it's the odd stuff like ABS. Yeah. So yeah, very cool. Anybody got any comment? Anybody else got any questions or anything out there? While we're chatting around, just make sure you throw them out there. Throw a QQQ on them just to make sure that we can see them properly. And
So I'm kind of blind.
yeah, well, and I'll try not to ban you by accident. I'm trying not to hit any of those buttons, so that's all right though. Oh, well, so Jerry, do they have? Do you know if they have any of these resin printers on Prime Day? Like,
Oh, I bet they will.
yeah, because that's next weekend, isn't it? The 11th and 12th, I think it is.
Yeah.
Man, that'll be a fun days for spending money, as usual.
Yeah, there's some really nice large printers coming out, and the prices have dropped a lot. I mean, Uncle Jesse's I don't know if you've heard of him. He does a lot of 3D printing, and he has a large, I think it's a Neptune resin printer. Oh, I'd love to have it because you can do a full size helmet.
Oh wow! Now, but why would? Well, I guess would the resin printer be better for the helmets, or wouldn't it be more fragile? Or,
It can be, but there's
impression.
there's ABS style resin out there, so it's stronger, not as brittle. And then all the details pop more on the resin versus FDM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, I wouldn't want to drop it.
No. We did buy well, my wife was down in Disney a couple months ago, and she did come back with a Bo-Katan helmet.
Oh, cool.
Like, yes. Very cool. So we have to, I have some thoughts and plans for a spot in the house for Star Wars inspired stuff. So we'll see if we can get moving on that here in the next couple months. We'll see.
I'll have to send you my helmet design or helmet hanger design.
Oh, there you go.
This way you can mount it to the wall. It comes out with the cap on the top. You put your helmets on it.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife got the Bo-Katan helmet, and then the last time when we went, my son wanted the Darksaber, so he got the nice Darksaber display model, and then when we went to the one they have a cantina there in Star Wars Land, and I got suckered into buying the beer flight.
That's the one with the big teeth?
Yeah, the Rancor beer flight that was $80.
Oh.
Did not know it was that much until after we ordered it. He was like, "Oh, they were getting there was like 2 cups that my wife and my son were getting, and they're like, so what do you want?" And I was just gonna get a beer, and he's like, you should get the Rancor beer flight because then you complete the trifecta set. And my wife's like, "Yeah, you should do that." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do that." And they serve some pretty strong beer there. So I guess it's to make you not feel so bad when you spend $80 on a beer flight.
As you're asking yourself, why did I do that?
Whew. Well, then the
That's all
worst
right.
part about the whole thing, though, I'll tell you, the thing that kind of chafed me a little bit about the whole experience was, so he brings out this beer flight, and he's like got the whole bar chanting and stuff like that for this beer flight to come out. I did it. There's a YouTube short that I did of it, and because it was just like, wow, this is cool. This is what happens when you get this stupid beer flight, and you put it down, drink it, and then so I was like, oh, he kind of feels bad that he just charged me $80 for this, and then however much the other ones were. He goes, hey, do you want one to go? Do you want a beer to go? And I was like, okay, he's going to give me a beer to go. That was pretty cool of him. No, it was like another
No.
$20 for the beer. I was like, oh, man.
Saw you coming a mile away.
Oh, destroyed us. I mean, for the three of us in there, we left with over a $250 bill. I mean, and it's not like we ate anything. They got some fizzy drinks and some cups. That was it. Man, it was nasty. So, but it's a really cool beer flight.
That'll go in your Star Wars room.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's a good story.
I've got some designs, so we're and I have a place to do it. So we're gonna see. We'll see. So might be interesting. Might change up the layout of where we do the show from every week. Yeah. So we'll
Now,
see.
have you built the Millennium Falcon or any of those?
Oh, the Lego thing? No, because they're so stupid expensive.
Yes, like what, $800 or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're crazy.
But if you'll buy a beer flight, you ought to buy the Millennium Falcon.
You gotta talk to my wife about that. I just show up. I would build it. They have they used to have a VW Beetle and a bus and all that stuff, and I always put it off because I was like, man, it's like $100 for a Lego set that I'm just gonna put together and sit on a shelf, and I never did them, and even though I kick myself for not getting them now, but yeah, then spend $80 on a stupid beer flight. That looks like the flight itself looks like a chunk of wood, although it's ceramic or resin or something like that. And then the teeth are some kind of I don't know. There might be some sort of porcelain or something like that. Whatever it is, something that'll break when you drop it.
Oh.
It's pretty neat though. Whatever. But yeah, I got some cool designs I want to draw up and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens with that as time goes on.
Now, are you doing the full-on Star Wars room? Is that the thought, or just kind of snazz it up a little? Because the rooms really aren't. They're not that hard when you really look at it, but they look so cool. It could look
pretty cool. It could look pretty cool if I do it the way that I'm thinking. So, I've watched a lot of videos of people's Star Wars rooms, and I'm like, oh,
the rabbit hole.
Well, and I've been in Galaxy's Edge several times, and it's like, oh, that would look interesting. Oh, that's what that would, there's some thoughts. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I can't commit to anything at this moment, so we'll see.
Jerry Brown says his lightsaber was $500.
Well, that's what you get, Jerry, because you're single. You also have you have 3 of the printers that I want and a $500 lightsaber. And I hear you, buddy. Did you guys see? Oh, Jerry's saying his pit droid is sitting on the drum chair staring at him. Did you guys see that on Facebook? The picture that he put up of his pit droid. It's pretty cool. Even if you don't know what a pit droid is, it's a little robot. But I guess like in real life, they would stand about 4 feet tall or something like that. 3 to 4 feet tall. Yeah, it's pretty neat looking. It's going to look really cool when it's all finished. here Ray's he's got a friend that has a Mandalorian helmet. And they complained that they couldn't hear when wearing it, so he's building 2 microphone amps for it. That's sweet. That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
You should do the voice modulator to make it sound like the Mando too, so when they talk, it sounds like Mando. That'd be pretty awesome.
yeah.
Be very awesome.
Those
We
should
were
be
talking-
easy to find.
Yeah, we were talking about the one day we were talking about like the whole cosplay thing. Like, who would you be if you dressed up as somebody like that? Like, and went to one of those events, which I've never done, but I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to go to. And I think there's that one big giant Mandalorian. I forget, it was something Vizsla. It's
It's
not,
all blue.
yeah, he was a big dude. Yeah, he had the big giant Gatling gun and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I'd have to be that guy because I am a giant of a man. So
You'd fit it. You would fit it.
either that or it'd have to be a Rancor, which is the big monster. I just carry around my beer flight with me.
You can hide it inside the suit as you're walking.
Yeah, right. Here, take one. Be pretty funny. Oh, yeah. There's some. He's wanting to do a Mando for the Comic-Con on in August.
Oh, there you go.
Very cool. That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool STLs out there for them too.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
you could literally print the whole setup.
yeah, pretty neat. And that they have the new Ahsoka show coming out and all that good stuff too. So there's going to be more people are going to be doing some more stuff here pretty shortly.
Yeah.
So sweet. All right, guys. Well, I think we've run the gamut here pretty good tonight. I did want to talk about campers for a second. We started talking about campers, and I needed to go back to it because seeing lots of stuff on campers recently. And of course, because Dave's thrown me into that rabbit hole, so I watch all these people making campers all the time. But I swear I'm not making one. I'm not going that far down the rabbit hole. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so I did see Jackman Works did a video maybe a week or two ago on a really cool camper, a teardrop camper, and it was made from a kit that is out of Annapolis, Maryland. So it's like some boat. It's a boat builder's place, and they sell the kits for. I guess they like laser cut them and everything right there, and they ship you a bunch of parts, and you go at it and put it together. But the thing I started really thinking about was that all these people doing these teardrops and the square drops, they're putting insulation in there and sandwiching it all up and all this other stuff. That one from Jackman Works has no insulation in it whatsoever, and it's just the wood. And I thought that was kind of cool. But it got me kind of thinking too about do you in something that size, do you really need the insulation? Like for being in there sleeping or whatever, if you cool it down or whatever. I don't know if that the wood would not be insulator enough in that time frame to make it.
Well, if you have an AC unit or a heater in it, I could understand. But do you actually have those in the teardrop? All you have is a fan?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Be moving it, but that if anybody has time to watch it's like a 30 or 40 minute long video, but it's pretty cool to watch how that process of putting one together, because everybody does them differently, which I think is pretty neat.
Well, it's a neat looking one too. Isn't it?
It's very like snail shaped and all that, and you can tell boat builders designed it. But I thought it was pretty ingenious the way that it was done up. But I don't know if they sell just the plans for it too or not. But I know they sell the kit of it, and it was pretty impressive for that design. I think if I were to do one like that, that's what I would like to do. I'd go down to Annapolis is about an hour and a half from where I live, so I'd ride down there and pick it up. But I'm not doing that. Nope. I got a 26-foot long camper that fits a queen size bed and air conditioning and has a toilet and a shower and recliners.
Well,
So-
if you were to do it, you've already got a cat in CNC, so why go get a cat?
Yeah, exactly. So
Make your own.
don't have to do it. Not going to do it. So, who was that? That was Jackman Works. I forget what his name. It's something. Yeah. What's his first name? I forget what his first. I want to say
Paul
Hugh
was his
Jackman,
first.
but that's not Hugh because that's Wolverine.
Yeah,
But,
Paul Jackman.
Paul Jackman. Yep.
Yep.
He does a lot of stuff with palettes and stuff like that, and he has some really cool. He's very good photo, video editing style and stuff, and does a lot of stuff with palette wood, and he does stuff on more of a bigger scale because he does a lot of like corporate projects. So he might make like 200 shot glasses out of palette wood. Or something like that. So it's his design process is pretty cool for the amount of stuff that he makes for whatever it is that he is making. So definitely check him out.
See, Urban Moth got his wall in his trailer.
Yeah,
That was quite an undertaking the way he did that.
yeah,
That thing's gonna weigh like a semi truck, you know.
yeah. I think he's gonna need a bigger truck to pull it around. I think.
Well, he may have to upgrade the suspension just to be able to.
Yeah,
He's going to build the whole thing that way.
yeah. There's going to be a lot of weight in that camper by the time he's done. So we'll see. He'll probably weigh it and stuff like that when he's all done. That'll be pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, right. I was looking at a YouTube video where there was a young lady making a teardrop camper. Beautiful. The camper was pretty nice too. Yep. Good job, Ray.
Oh no.
Yep, that was a Ryan comment if I ever read one. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to head out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Make sure. Let's see here. We'll go back here real quick. And hit Board and Batten up if you want to get any of their SVGs. Like I said, she's shutting it down after tomorrow, so don't kick yourself on Monday when you go. I should have looked at that closer. Go in there and get yourself some. And as usual, thanks a lot. Make sure everybody, you could throw us a thumbs up on the way out. We'd definitely appreciate it. And we'll come back and we'll do it again next weekend. So thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. Peace out, sauerkraut.